Brian, how about that game last night? Russ, welcome. I see you. All right, everyone, get in. So we're gonna give it a couple of minutes, let everyone get in. Oh, my girl Trace is here. My life is complete now. Yeah, awesome game, right? 7-0. They kicked their butts. They wiped the place with them. Russ, good evening. All right, we got quite the packed house today. I like it. Ralph is in. He's one of my favorite people in the entire world. In fact, I'm not sure that he ever sleeps because he's in Europe. I spoke to him at like 9 a.m. our time. It's now 8 p.m. my time, which means he has a schedule like mine. And I think it's like early morning. Mr. Arneson, what time is it by you? Let's see. It's midnight. It's totally cool. You know what? It's only 4 hours. I think I was surprised when you told me that earlier. It was like 9 and you're like, oh, it's a little bit past noon. And that's pretty cool. So, all right, let's give it a couple of minutes. And we're going to walk everyone through the changes and where we are, which is really quite exciting, right? So again, we'll give it one more minute. Usually we wait till 8:03. We're going to wait till 8:02 because we have quite a packed house. And that's great because everyone's understanding what it is that we're doing. In fact, a lot of people in the packed house tonight are already members of our programs, have already taken the step to say, Anthony, let's go sign me up, get me in. In fact, 1, 2, 3, there's like 100 people in here, but a lot of them, right? So 8:02. So let's kind of bring it back a little bit because we did go ahead and email some, hi Angus. We did go ahead and email some new people today to go ahead and continue our outreach efforts, right? So our job is to make sure that we, like Paul Revere, are able to share with the entire world what is going on, that Rhino is coming, Rhino is coming, Rhino is coming. Our dream many, many months ago was, can we go ahead and create a platform that finally liberates everyone, that went ahead and allowed businesses to contribute directly to non-businesses, that allowed businesses, instead of spending $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month by begging Facebook, begging YouTube, begging Snapchat, begging Twitter, please, please, please put my ass through and let me buy and sell people, which last time I checked is called slavery. We said to them, you know what? Instead of doing that, how about you contribute directly to your audience? We went out and we did the work and we asked every business that we were able to speak to in focus groups and case studies and a lot, and said, listen, would you prefer to contribute directly to your audience rather than a third party and simply buying the clicks of people you're never going to meet? Every business said yes. On top of that, we said, if it was only $500 a month rather than the exorbitant budget that you're spending, would you prefer to do that? Of course, we could actually lower our prices and hire more if we save that much money. Okay, great, hold on. Then we asked all non-businesses, hey, listen, would you guys prioritize, would you guys prefer to patronize a company that actually contributed directly to you rather than buying and selling your data from a third party like Facebook or Google, whose only job is to monitor you, nurture to you, follow your every click, go through your search history, and check out your direct messages? Yeah, and of course we would, like, duh. Well, that was what definitely wants to do. That's what born Rhino Emancipation, which is now being called Rhino. In fact, our app is in the Apple Store right now and the Google Store right now being processed. You can't go ahead and download it yet. We were on the phone with Apple before, and we were able to go ahead and change the name from Rhino Emancipation to Rhino. Nice and clean. You could hear it now. Yeah, I'm on the Rhino app. We were able to get that beautiful 5-letter word of a 6-inch thick vegetarian horn guy running around the jungle, breaking things with his horns, right? That's what we got. So cool. Huh. And the way the app works is you have your business and the business owners will contribute $500 a month plus 20 to 30% of mobile app revenue and an active community service. For that, we build every business their own mobile app. You got the front screen, The next page is a 30-second mission statement, a 30-second value proposition, a 30-second quarterly update as per the CEO of that company. Next page, a 30-second product A, 30-second product B, 30-second product C, all with buy now feature and book a call feature. Last page, I'm Rhino, why they're inviting you to become Rhino as well. Business owners would say, yeah, that sounds great, but where's my sales? Like, you're taking money from me, you're building this cool thing, but where's my sales? Well, wait, there's more. So that entire contribution that the business owner gives comes to Rhino, the $500, the 20 to 30% mobile app revenue. And Rhino, what do we do with it? We don't keep it. Like Robinhood, we distribute it. That's why it's called distributive marketing. It's a term that we invented. This whole thing we invented. We are those who invented this. That entire amount we distribute to the audience. That $500, that 20 to 30%. On top of that, we distribute a percentage of our own stock. We distribute a percentage of our own coin to the audience. We value this audience. We say to them, hey, listen, we're giving you cash and stock and coin for free just for being on our app. But, like Becky's got back, but there is one thing you need to do. So we're going to make you your app, and you have your home screen, your login, your next page is a 30-second video that I host every morning that is required to be watched for anyone to swipe past it. And what happens when you swipe past it? You're able to redeem your coin, you're able to redeem your stock, you're able to redeem your cash, you're able to get to your partnership link to go and share with everyone else. So why is that 30-second video so important? Well, before we get to that, let's all agree, if you, for the first time ever, are valuing an audience to the point that you're giving them cash, you're giving them stock, you're giving them coin, and you're putting them in front of business owners that are actually directly contributing to them and doing community service projects, one would say, wow, you could grow that audience probably as large as you like, because nobody is competing with Rhino to go ahead and give other people money. No one's competing with us saying, oh, okay, they're giving people $10, I'm going to give them $20. In fact, everyone's competing with taking people's money. We just don't agree with that. We want to give people money. And for those that are investors in this company, well, and we got to make a profit at some point. Don't worry, we will. So let's go ahead and agree that audience we could grow as large as we like. Let's say we grow that audience to 10 million, which we will grow by Q2 of next year. We have a 10 million audience. Now, of that 10 million, of those 10 million that are actually redeeming the coin and the stock and the cash, 100% of those are watching that 30-second video, because you have to watch the 30-second video to redeem that stuff. So 100% are watching the video. So we found a way to actually have a video with 100% watch rate. That video is on that page for 24 hours. So why is this video so important? Well, let's take a look at the business owners that brought on, because they're like, hey, yeah, where's the sales? Where's the sales? Okay, business owners, let's take Caro, because I love Caro. When Caro joins the platform, after Caro completes their 60-day onboarding, I'm going to personally host Caro on that 30-second video for that day. So that 100% audience that's getting paid cash, stock, and coin from business owners like Caro are going to see this. Hey guys, good morning. You have to meet Caro. They are fantastic. They've just completed their 60-day onboarding with us, and we have known them to be so great. This is their mission statement, why they're in business. This is their value proposition, why their company's better than everyone else's. And on top of that, Caro's the type of person, and Caro's the type of business owner that's responsible for us collecting our payments. Caro contributes $500 every month to us. And if we like their offerings, which of course we would, 20 to 30% of every purchase comes right back to us. And on top of that, take a look at the type of person Caro is. And then we show the video of the community service project. We support Caro. Caro supports you. We believe you should support Caro to download the app. Now, we made Caro the app. Therefore, we have the app. Therefore, we put the download link for the app right there. Of that 10 million audience, knowing who they are, what percentage of them are going to go ahead and download that app to go ahead and support Caro, knowing that Caro supports them? It's going to be a very large percentage, but I'm going to lie to you and say it's only 1%. Let's say only 1% support Caro. That means 100,000 new app downloads of potential customers are downloading Caro's app. Now, what are they going to see? Their app is mission statement, value proposition, quarterly update, product 1, product 2, product 3, buy now, book a call. He's with us, they're with us, she's with us, everyone's with us. Okay, what more marketing could you ever ask for? Do you think Caro or anyone for the amount of $500 a month in simple contribution to this audience could ever accumulate 100,000 customers? No. On top of that, because our audience is constantly growing, Rhino, taking generational freedom by the horn. I love it. That's actually quite cool. Because our audience is constantly growing, Caro's going to say, hey, Aunt, listen, that's really cool. 10 million audience. I love to be in front of them. But what about like the 30 million, the 40 million, the 50, the 100 million audience you're going to have down the road? Well, don't you worry. We have a Rhino marketplace as well that only Rhino companies are on. That Rhino marketplace, what makes it so valuable is because our entire audience, all of our non-business audience, really all of our business, our entire audience is constantly exposed to it because all of our emails going out in starting next week, all of our webinars starting next week. Oh, and guys, by the way, make sure you go ahead and visit this place, bop, 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 bop. That's where you want to be, which means if we have 10 million, 20 million, 50 million, 100 million, what percentage of that traffic goes to that site? Meaning that's unique daily traffic plus all the keywords on the site, because it's all the different businesses, mean that site ranks SEO #1 on every Google search, which means the entire internet, whenever they search anything, is going to come to our site, which means Caro and every business that we have on our platform will be seen many times over as a residual for just being a part of the platform. So that was what we were doing. I wanted to do that. In fact, we were doing that. We brought a whole bunch of businesses on. There's a lot of businesses that already paid. And you know what? I just want more. I want more. That doesn't, everything I just described to you is not enough for me. I want more. So here's the challenge that I've been running into. So of all those who have joined our platform for the 500 a month, we've noticed that of those that joined, a much larger percentage of those that did not join were disqualified by, I don't have a great idea, I'm kind of low on cash, the price point is a little high for me. Okay, now that bothers me because I don't want to say no to anyone. I just don't. The whole purpose of this is to help everyone. To be able to say no to someone really grinds my gears. I don't want to say no. So those that are on the platform, we've already collected payment. And that payment we've collected, we're keeping it. The next payment, we're canceling all of them. Because here's the thing, no one's allowed to just get on Rhino traffic. So you got on Rhino traffic, you're there. On top of that, I'm going to explain to you what Rhino Coin is, and you're going to get a certain allotment of it. We're going to make it very, very, very much worth your while, that if you were given the opportunity right now to redo what you did, you would say yes 10 times over. So let's just put that out there, right? But we're canceling all payments going forward, and your services are going to stay exactly the same. We want to make the entire platform free. Now, I know what you're thinking. Anthony, you have completely gone off your rocker. In fact, I have investors on this call who are probably learning this for the first time. They're like, Anthony, you have completely gone off your rocker because if you make everything free, where's the money? Okay, so stay with me here. So my background's in finance. I know finance very well. I know valuations, I know company metrics, I know growth, I know all of that. And I don't mean to say I know as in like I know everything, but there's certain things I'm good at. In 2023, we're converting to Rhino Coin on the platform, converting 100% to Rhino Coin, which means Rhino Coin, by all accounts, is an investable asset because it's not in use today. It will be in use then. The time period between now and then is, do I believe the coin's going to do good or bad? If I think it's going to do good, I buy it. If I think it's going to do bad, I don't buy it. Therefore, I'm making a thesis based on the performance that I think is going to happen, and I'm making an investment accordingly. Okay. The whole point of having the business and non-business is that the business owners are the ones with all the money, and the non-business owners are the ones without the money, but they're natural partners, right? Like the CEO of Target doesn't go shopping at Walmart. The CEO of Target has a lot of money and pays other people to go shopping. That money then goes to them in terms of employment. That employment then gives them a paycheck. That paycheck then goes to buying stuff and goods and services in Target. Therefore, money and no money are partners, because this guy without this guy doesn't exist, and vice versa. But these businesses are not those businesses. Our audience right now is everyone is all the same. We're all part of the same struggle. We're all trying to do it together. So these businesses might have some people that are fortunate, that are like, hey, I've done well enough to invest in this crazy guy named Anthony with this Rhino thing all over the place, but I'm not like a well-off millionaire. I don't want their money. I want their money. I want the people who are rich enough to be able to invest in the community. Now, I know that sounds like, oh, okay, well, he's taking their money and giving it to them and he doesn't care for them. No, I think they're great people. Again, business and non-business, investors and non-investors are partners. They all need to do well. So, bringing it back to Rhino coin, what is a coin? How is a coin valued? Like, how is a currency valued? Well, it's valued on having a country, right? Like, you can't have a currency without a country. The country, you have the adoption, you have the usage, you have the transactions, and when you multiply that all together, you have the volume. If that's all strong, and if that's all moving higher, well, then the currency is gaining value, right? It's so if I have the US dollar and he has the US dollar and he has the US dollar, and we transact with each other, that US dollar is only worth something to us three people. Therefore, to you, what is it worth? Probably not much, because you're like, well, you guys are the only fools that would use it, so why would I use it? Well, now if I say I have the US dollar because I'm in the United States and we all use the dollar, now you say, whoa, that has value because everyone has agreed to use it. And I know the supply of it, I know the tax revenue of it, I know the country they have, I know that everyone's adopted it, everyone uses it for all their transactions, and when you multiply it all together, there's the volume. So what about all these coins that are going up and down? Because Anthony, they don't have any of that. They don't have a country. What do they have? Well, they have pump and dump, right? Like they have promoters, they have people on Twitter, they have influencers, they have, and then it goes up and it goes down. And if you're lucky, you get it when it goes up. And if you're not so lucky, you hold it when it goes down. So what if you were able to actually do it correctly? What if you were actually able to make a coin that actually had a country, that actually had all of that stuff, right? Well, the country is the platform. I cannot stress enough what a feat, what an accomplishment it is to have a platform. We have a country. We could walk around and say, we're with Rhino. And people say, what's Rhino? Oh, go download the app. That's Rhino. That's our platform. We, in doing so, have members. We have businesses that are already signed up, and we have audience we're going to bring on. So we have a community. Because we were charging everyone to contribute, our products were going to be patronized less than if we charged nothing, right? Because when you look to patronize something, or you look to acquire something, you look at the price tag. The price tag then makes you think, do I have that money? Yes or no? And if I do use that money, then I don't have that money to use something else. Therefore, it's never a clear-cut, easy decision to go ahead and use something just because you want to use it. You need the money to afford it. So if you make everything free, now you could bring in all of the members, right? So now you have a very large community because you're giving everyone premium content. You're allowing people to upgrade into Rhino University, to Rhino Marketplace, to Rhino Traffic, to getting the app, to having the audience. Now the Rhino Traffic never, like that doesn't go away. It just no longer costs any money. We're going to fund it all ourselves. So when a business decides to graduate to Rhino Traffic, they still get the same service I just described to you. All of our non-businesses still has their app. Our platform, our country is still our app. They're still going, everything's the same. So the only transactions on our platform are for the businesses selling to the non-businesses. That still happens. That's out of our hands. We're not going to force a business to go ahead and give everything for free. We're going to give the platform away for free. So what does that do for our currency? What does that do for our coin? Well, if a coin is valued by transactions, usage, adoption, volume, and supply, it allows us to calculate what the worth is, because we know that on January 2023, the whole platform is exclusively the coin. You cannot use anything but the coin. Everything's going to get transacted in the coin. Therefore, if month one, you have 10 members and 3 transactions, and let's say, well, week one, you have 10 members and 3 transactions, and week 2, you have 12 members and 4 transactions, and week 3, and each week is subsequently a higher number, you now know the value of that coin is higher. It's increasing because those that would use it, those that would transact in it are all moving up as well. Here's where it gets super fun. Because it's a free floating marketplace in January 2023, and it's not between now and then, we dictate the price of the coin. Therefore, we know that the coin in January of 2022 is going to be 2 cents. We know in February of 2022, it's going to be 3 cents. We can support that price because we know our growth metrics, because we know the transactions, and we know the members on the platform. What happens with that money? So we have that coin in our treasury. We release the coin based on 50% of the population growth to ensure that we're supporting a higher valuation. What does that mean in English, Anthony? Okay, if 10 new members come on the platform, and that's a 10%, okay, say there's 100 members on the platform, and 10%, we have 10% member growth week over week. That means we have 10% more members. We are not going to release 10% more coin, a 10% growth rate in the coin. We're going to do only a 5% growth rate in the coin, which means the coin is always going to gain value. Now, what are all of our businesses going to do when their app is running, when they have hundreds of thousands of customers, when they're on that marketplace with the SEO that's super duper duper? They have their app that they've already given to everyone. We have our audience with all of our free products like Rhino Wealth, Rhino Premier, Rhino Digital, Rhino University, Rhino Traffic, all of the stuff. What is everyone going to do? They're going to be quite pleased. And not only that, all of our members are getting 50 coin every single month. We're giving them 50 coin every single month. Every time someone brings on a new member, they get an additional 10 coin every month, because we're going to make sure everyone has the coin. Everyone shares in the profit. Everyone understands the value of it. Now, every month, we're going to have these calls. We're going to welcome more people in, and we're going to share with them. Hey, guys, we're able to go ahead and offer 1,000 more coin today, 2,000 more coin. Who wants it? Who wants it? Who wants it? Everyone's going to be a participant. Everyone's going to look to buy the coin because everyone is on the platform where the coin lives. Everyone's going to be privy to the details and the metrics to prove that the coin is growing in value. Therefore, all of us are going to be able to invest in a coin that just goes up. Stable, secure, supported, because we're going to support it. It's not going to be a pump and dump. We're not just going to put it out there. We're going to build the value purposely. We're going to manipulate the value of the coin higher, completely supported by the platform. That's what the platform means. Because we have the platform, we can support the rise in price, because all we have to do is manage the supply. Here's where it gets. In January 2023, we would have created our own crypto wallet. That wallet, to be on our platform, becomes every company's ability to process. What does that mean? So you're a company that has enjoyed a year of Rhino traffic. You have hundreds of thousands of customers. Your app is everywhere. You're making more money than you know what to do with. You are in Rhino marketing. You get clicks every day. You get customers every day. You come onto our webinar. You see me every day. We're talking every day. You see me on Rhino Wealth. You see me on Rhino University. Our culture, our movement, our community is all moving, all growing, all prospering. What does it mean to you? Well, when that crypto wallet comes out, it means that you, to make transactions, you will collect US dollars. That will automatically be transacted into Rhino coin, which means you will have Rhino coin. Well, you're going to say to me, Ant, I really sincerely love you, but if you think I'm going to do my whole business on Rhino coin, you're out of your bird. We stand prepared to redeem all Rhino coin, kind of like the US on the gold standard. Our our coin is our currency. You can then come back to us and redeem it for anything. And because we're going to be issuing our metrics every single week, you will know how much coin actually exists. You will know how much money actually exists. We're actually going to completely support a real value. Now, here's the question. When it gets to that point, what is the value of a coin that has millions of participants on a stable and growing platform globally with hundreds, if not thousands of businesses, all with Rhino coin on their balance sheet in their line items that they have transacted in and that they're redeeming in? And before you answer that question, because we're actually going to support the value of the coin, because we could very easily calculate transactions times supply and growing membership, there are going to be companies that are going to say, yeah, we just made $100, so now we have 100 coin. We don't want to redeem all 100 coin because it keeps going up in value. So let's redeem 50 of the coin. Let's redeem 70 of the coin. Let's redeem 30 of the coin. Which means, before you answer that question, there's going to be companies globally that will be holding our assets as a store of value, as their own investment. So when you see companies like Tesla that are owning Bitcoin and Dogecoin, they're doing it backwards. They're buying the coin because a whole bunch of suckers own the coin. And they say, since you suckers own the coin, we're going to pump and dump it and allow it on our platform. We're doing it the actual correct way because we actually built and supported the coin. Other companies are going to hold it because they know it's a store of value that's actually an investable asset that's appreciating in value, because we're going to be so transparent that we're going to release the metrics and transactions and the supply every single week, meaning anyone in the world could say, oh, I see the coin's worth that in the marketplace, and I know that's the real value because, hold on, let me use my 10-year-old education, get a calculator. This is the supply, this is the transactions, this is the usage, this is the growth. Oh, wow, I actually have a value higher than that. I'm going to start buying it now. The point is, what this does, what we're doing, what that coin will eventually be, is that anyone that has the ability to see it today and is able to get in, which, by the way, no one can. It's not available till January 2022. I'm just sharing it with you. But anyone that has that ability is going to live a life that's going to have a financial level of freedom for quite many years to come. On top of that, anyone that does get into it next year, we stand ready to redeem it for you. So say, for instance, you buy the coin in January at 2 cents, and you say in April, Anthony, it's now 4 cents. I made 100% of my money. I'd like to sell my coin. Great, cool, I love that. This is the way we do our offerings. Every single month of the coin that we offer, only 50% of it comes from our treasury. The other 50% comes from individual requests, which allows us to nurture an actual marketplace, which means you could buy the coin and then you could sell the coin a month later, because we are the market. We're the ones that created it. We're the ones that are supporting it for your benefit, which means we're going to make a lot of people a lot of money. So that's my show for tonight. So we're only going to 8:30 because we don't have anything to offer you. We're just keeping you understanding what it is that's coming. Once that app hits the platform, boom, that's when this all happens. We might go ahead and maybe put together some Christmas special, maybe a Black Friday special, allow people to get into the coin before next year. But I must be honest, the only people that even have access to the coin are owners of the company, because they own the company, right? So we do have our investors, and they have that access right now. They have it only till Friday. And then everyone's allowed to get in starting January of next year. And again, we're going to support the price. We've already dictated the price. In fact, if you go on distributive marketing, you're going to sing and dance. Russ is actually an investor in the company, and Russ has an invoice in his mailbox for coin, which is totally cool. So if you want to go ahead and take a look at distributive marketing, and Russ better get it in by Friday. Here you go, distributivemarketing.com. So we did go ahead and update the site. You're going to see a little bit about what we're talking about. We have everything right there for you. I see Mark on, I see Trace on, I see people that this does affect. I would like you guys to know that you're going to get coin at a very generous valuation. Because you guys had the foresight to trust us from the beginning, we're going to reward that. So we're canceling all payments going forward, and you will have an allotment of coin that we are giving to you, and you have the ability to buy, sell, whatever you want. So more is coming out. We're going to keep you guys in tune, but this is what's going to change the world, and we could do it. We're going to do it. Love it. So love everyone. I will see you tomorrow, 8 o'clock. And I hope you have a really great night. Bye, everyone. Thanks to the other. Trace, love you. Bye, everyone. Bye. Bye, Tams. Be home soon. I want to find.